All right, you're ready for this last little bit of the semester? All right, we're going to start talking about some special parts of triangles. Today we're going to talk about the mid-segment of a triangle. I know, it's a rockin' good time. We are definitely not in the red part of the fun meter. We are definitely in the yellow to green section of the fun meter today. All right, so a triangle mid-segment is let's try that again. A triangle mid-segment is a segment connecting the midpoints, I can't talk today, of two sides of the triangles. So example, on our triangle here, point D and point E are the midpoints. Ooh, how the heck do we know that? Because AD is congruent to DB. In order for those to be congruent, D had to be a midpoint. Likewise, BE, and why did I freeze? Okay, that was weird, it froze. So let's try that again. AD is congruent to DB, and since they're congruent, D has to be a midpoint. Likewise for BE and EC. So DE is our mid-segment. Okay. So if a segment joins the midpoints of two sides of a triangle, then this segment is parallel to the third side and is half as long. So we're going to use this diagram again. If DE is the mid-segment of ABC, triangle ABC, that means that AC is parallel to DE. So this is parallel to the bottom one. Okay? So it's the third side, the side that's not being connected by the mid-segment is what it's parallel to. And DE is going to equal half of AC. Or we could rewrite that as AC equals twice DE. Just moving that around. Okay, so that's a formula we are going to use. Okay, so here on number 1, we're going to identify all pairs of parallel segments. All right, so if this is our first midpoint, or our mid-segment here, XY. Okay, XY is connected on these two sides, which means it has to be parallel to this bottom side. So it's going to be parallel to QS. Okay, so that's going to be parallel to this piece down here. Okay, if we're now looking at WY, WY is connecting these two sides, so it has to be parallel to QR, which is this side over here. And then we have our third one, XW. That's going to be parallel to our third side over here, which is RS. Right, go ahead, try number 2. I'll give you some time. You can pause the video. Try number 2. All right, number 2. We have JK parallel to FH. We have KL parallel to GF. And we have, so we did JK, KL, LJ parallel, LJ parallel to GH. All right, so number 3. If L, M, and N are midpoints of the sides P, Q, R, and PR, so this whole piece here is 46, and PQ is 40, and LN, this little piece here, is 17. We need to find those measures. So if L, M, and N are midpoints, then we know PN is congruent to NR, QM is congruent to MR, and LQ is congruent to LP. Okay, so if we're looking for LM, ooh, that's this one. Okay, LM, remember, is going to be half of this. So LM equals 1/2 46. I can't write 46. So that's how we get our 23. Can't see what I'm writing. Let me scoot that up a smidge. All right, so LM here is going to be 23. Now we need MN. MN is going to be half of PQ, and half of PQ is 20. I'm just going to write 1/2 40, so you know where the heck we got that from. So this one's going to be 20. Now QR is parallel to LN. Well, that means that this piece, QR, is going to be twice our 17. Well, twice 17 is 34. And then we need it. And so if this whole thing is 34, half of 34 to get R is 17. Okay, so this little piece is 17 and this piece is 17. And then this was 20 and 20, 23 and 23. Okay, so you're going to have a whole lot of pieces that are going to be congruent. All right, again, pause the video, try number 4, and then come back and check your answers. All right, F, G, and H are midpoints of the sides, triangle CDE. FG, this little piece is 9, GH is 7, and CD, this whole entire thing, is 24. Well, half of 24 is 12, so FH is going to be 12. To find ED, or DE, this piece, we're going to take 9 and multiply it by 2, so DE is going to be 18. And then CE is 2 times your 7, which is 14. And then it says, hey, what's the perimeter? Okay, remember the perimeter is we add them all up, so we're going to take 24 plus 18 plus 14 and come up with the number. And we come to 56. All right, for number 5, we're going to use these formulas up here. Okay, it's easier to always multiply something by 2 than divide by 2 when you have x's like we do down here. All right, so this is our mid-segment. So we're going to take twice our mid-segment and set that equal to our parallel side. Okay, so another way to write this would be twice mid-segment equals parallel piece. I don't know if that helps at all. Twice mid-segment equals the parallel side. Okay. So here, now we're going to get 14x equals 17x minus 18. Subtract your 17x, so you get negative 3x equals negative 18. Divide by 3, x is going to be 6. We only need to find the value of x. So we're done. That's our final answer. All right, number 6, we're going to do the same thing. Here's your mid-segment. So we're going to take twice our mid-segment. So 2 times 6x plus 31. That's going to equal 19x minus 36. Distribute. So we get 12x plus 62 equals 19x minus 36. I'm going to subtract 12x. So 62 equals 7x minus 36. Add 36, so we get 98. About 98x equals 7x. Divide, not 7x, not 98x. How about just 98? 98 equals 7x. Divide by 7, x is going to be 14. And again, we just needed to find the value of x. So we're good. We are all done. All right. So why don't you pause the video and try 7 and 8. Okay, so try 7 and 8 before you watch it. Okay. All right, on 7, we're going to take 2 times our midpoint, so 2 times 4x plus 1 equals that parallel side, which is the 11x minus 25. Distribute, so we get 8x plus 2 equals 11x minus 25. Subtract 8x, so 3x minus 25. Add 25, so we get 27 equals 3x. So x is going to be 9, but this time we need to plug it in, because DE is going to be 4 times 9 plus 1, which is 37. So this is your final answer. Okay, don't forget to plug it in. All right, for number 8, we're going to take 2 times our midsegment, which is 15x minus 17 equals 23x minus 6. Distribute, so we get 30x minus 34 equals 23x minus 6. Subtract the 23, so we get 7x minus 34 equals negative 6. And then we get 7x equals 28, so x is going to be 4. And then we need to find RT. RT is this big side, so RT is going to be 23 times 4 minus 6. And when we plug that in, we get 86. Pretty spiffy. All right, number 9. If segment how about if segment MN and segment NO and segment MO are all mid-segments, find the perimeter of triangle JKL. All right, so MN is parallel to JL, which means it's half as long. So JL, so this side is going to be 2 times 49, which is 98. So that's one side. This side is parallel to our 42. You can't see, my big fat hand's in the way. Okay, so this one's 42. So this is going to be 2 times 42, which is 84. So the last one we really have to do is this. Our 6x minus 1 is parallel to the 13x minus 10. Okay, so we do need to multiply that times 2. So 2 times 6x minus 1 equals 13x minus 10. So we get 12x minus 2 equals 13x minus 10. We're going to subtract, so we're going to get our 1x and add, so we get 8. So you should have gotten x equals 8. But now we need to plug it into just KL. So KL is going to be 13 times 8 minus 10, which equals 94. Okay, so this side here is 94. But now we're going to do the perimeter. Perimeter is when we add them all up. So we got 94 plus 98 plus 84, and that comes out to 276. See, are you having fun? I told you it wasn't going to be hard, and it's kind of fun, and it's like a little puzzle, and we're in the yellow greenish area on the fun meter. All right, so that's how you do all the sides. Now we're going to find some angle measurements, okay? Now remember, we've got parallel sides, so all your alternate interior, alternate exterior, consecutive interior, consecutive exterior, corresponding angles are going to come into play. I told you those weren't going away. All right, so here we have to find angle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 59. I'm going to turn it because I like my my mid segment going this way. It's just a quirk I have. All right, so this is parallel to this side. The sides here are your transversals. All right, so angle 1 is going to be congruent to angle 2. Angle 4 is congruent to 59. Those are all corresponding angles. Okay, so angle 4 is going to be 59. 2 and 127, that's a linear pair. So angle 2 is 180 minus your 127, and we get, excuse me, 53. Which means angle 1 is 53. Okay. 4 and 5 is a linear pair. So for this one, we can do 180 minus 59 and get 121. Now we need angle 3. Whoa. Yeah, that's right. Okay, angle 3 is in this big triangle, or it's in the little triangle, either one. And we're going to take angle 3, we're going to take 53 plus 59, 9, 10, 11, 12, and we get 112. And now we're going to take 180 minus 112 and get 68. Okay, so now we have them all. So angle 1 is 53 degrees. Angle 2 is 53 degrees because those were corresponding. Angle 3 was 68. Angle 4 was 59. And angle 5 was 121. Okay. I just did mine upside down because I like when my mid-segment is going horizontally. This upside down sideways thing confuses me. All right. Why don't you pause the video, try number 11, and see what you come up with. All right, so again, 5 and 1 are corresponding, 2 and 4 are corresponding. 1 and 18 are a linear pair. So 180 minus the 190, that's a 118, okay, will give us 62 for angle 1. Okay, so angle 1 is 62 degrees, which means angle 5 is 62 degrees because they're corresponding. Huh. Okay, we don't really have anything over here. But we can figure out angle 2 by taking 62 plus 95. So this is for this one. And we get 157. So angle 2 is going to be 23 degrees. Because you got to take 180 minus that 157 to get 23. Which means angle 4 is 23 degrees. Okay, angle 2 is only 23. So we're going to take 23 minus our 180. 180 minus 180 minus 23, because this is a linear pair, and we're going to get 157 for angle 3. All right, number 12. Well, 12 through 15. Okay, you have to first identify what type of angles they are. So again, I don't like that that one is going that way. So we have this angle here, this angle here. These are your parallel lines. What type of angles are they? Are they alternate interior, alternate exterior, corresponding, vertical, consecutive interior, consecutive exterior? I think I got them all. Yeah, they're corresponding. And corresponding angles are congruent. So we're going to set those equal to each other. Okay, so we're going to take 10x minus 11 equals 7x plus 4. Subtract your 7x, add your 11, so we get 3x equals 15, divide by 3, x is going to be 5, and we only need to find x, so we're done. Okay, so x equals 5. All right, on 13, here are your parallel lines. Now these two angles are both interior angles, and they're on the same side of the transversal. So they're consecutive interior. Okay, so these were corresponding angles. Okay, and corresponding angles are always congruent. These are going to be your consecutive interior. Can't spell. Oh, excuse me. So we're going to set those, we're going to add them together and set them equal to 180. We're going to combine our like terms on this side, so we get 16x minus 28 equals 180. Add our 28, so we get 16x equals 208. Divide by 16, and x is 13. Okay, and again, we just needed to find the value of x, so we're done. If it asked for how big like this angle was, we would put it in there, but it's not. You could plug it in and check your answer, but that's up to you. All right. On 14, here are your parallel lines. So we got this angle and this angle. One's inside, one's outside. Yep, corresponding. The corresponding angles are congruent. So we're going to take 15x minus 52 equals 9x plus 2. Subtract your 9x, we get 6x. Add your 52, we get 54. Divide by, excuse me, divide by 6, so x equals 9. But this time it's asking for angle CBF. CBF, we start at C, come down to B, up to F. So we're going to plug it into this one. So angle, the measure of angle CBF is 9 times 9 plus 2. This is 81 plus 2 is 83. All right, on 15, we have these two angles. Okay, here's your mid-segment, here's your side parallel. They're both interiors. These are consecutive interior. Consecutive interior are supplementary. So you're going to take 6x plus 1 plus x plus 4 equals 180. So now we get 7x plus 5 equals 180. Subtract your 5, you get 175. And x is going to be 25. Now it's asking for RTV, which means we start at R, come down to T, up to V. So we're going to plug it in here. So the measure of angle RTV is going to equal x, which is 25 plus 4, which equals 29. Oh, I forgot my little degree signs on those guys. All right. So that's what you're doing for your homework. So your homework is this one. Homework 5.1, triangle mid-segments. Okay, so 1 and 2 are like the first, I mean, this is laid out exactly like how your notes are. So here you're just naming the parallel sides, you can't see. So again, it's homework 5.1. You're naming the parallel sides on 1 and 2. Here, you're going to do some calculations. Here, it's that algebra stuff. Okay, setting them equal to each other, but multiply the mid-segment by 2, and then set it equal to the other side. Okay, and then you've got some other stuff going on here, but it looks exactly like your notes. Okay, so it's only 15 problems. And yeah, if you got questions, please let me know. Have a great day.